I feel like Mr. Boom. Yeah.
Hello everyone, today it's an episode of the Room of Jaboom. Yes, we're not doing too many episodes recently because there is not enough projects are coming or quality projects are coming, but when we're talking about old strong projects, I don't know if you guys know, there is in BNB chain, the largest decentralized exchange over there, DEX, it's called PancakeSwap. Today we have the CEO, ChefKids, and she is the one from representing as well PancakeSwap. So it's good to know more what's happening. ChefKids, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's
Thank
a very
you.
good day today.
Thank you for coming. It's actually our pleasure because Pancake is like a part of our identity. You know, when we say many old stuff, Pancake definitely one of them.
Yeah.
So tell us, who are you? Who's Dr. Keys?
Well,
Or
yeah.
Chef Keys?
I'm ChefKids, the CEO of PancakeSwap right now. So before I introduce myself, I want to, maybe, you definitely understand, the history, the culture, or why, all the chef things. But I want to explain a little bit to our audience, the kind of chef stuff. So it's kind of tradition for PancakeSwap, when we're incorporated 5 years ago, we do not call the team, we call the team in the kitchen. Everybody, every team members, the chef at BD, chef at technical, chef at smart contract, chef at operations, to jointly working together to cooking something up and to provide the service to our users. So that's the reason why everybody in the team, we have a chef name, and my name is ChefKids, who is the head chef at PancakeSwap. And I have been in the crypto industry for at least 8 years, since 2018, I think.
But you look like 21.
Oh, I appreciate that. Wow, that's made my day. But I'm pretty old already, comparing with a lot of young people in this industry. I guess like PancakeSwap, as you mentioned, PancakeSwap is not young protocol, right? It has been I always say it's kind of old bully, old guy in the industry, but we are still only in 5 years, if we're using the normal, company life in the traditional companies, we're still quite young. And I still treat the whole team as, kind of the startup company. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So about myself, I started the journey in crypto back to 2018. But, because before I joined the crypto industry, I'm working in the NGO organization in Africa. We're working together with, the Africa governments to help them on the industrialization consulting service. Because,
that was before crypto.
Yeah, before crypto.
Amazing.
Yeah, because a lot of, African countries has kind of, employment, issue to track, and also they want to say whether there's any, experience they can learn from the China in the past 30 years about industrial impulse. So we are kind of working together with the government to give them advice and also introduce them to the Chinese investors and also the Chinese, factory investors to see whether they have the possibility to build a factory in Africa to provide the jobs. That's basically what we do. And then somehow there's a chance we know, or the first time I heard about Bitcoin, I know nothing about it. And I Google, what is Bitcoin? And to be very honest, all the messages I saw there's kind of scam, the negative messages. So when, our partners come to us and say, hey guys, we need to deep dive into industry. Like, seriously, are you sure this is kind of the right way for us? Whether, shifting from the conversation with the high-level Africa governments guys, like the president, ministers, but shifting all our energies, to the crypto Bitcoin industry. I do have such doubt at that time, and then we have more homework, research, and then meet several team members, and then saying let's try, because it's back to 80 years ago, it's kind of 20th year, 26 or that time, right? Is trying to still curious about everything and saying that let's try it, and then we have several team members join together into the industry to build a charity foundation. Yeah, that's kind of the journey of
how
myself.
You even I mean so what you were doing at the beginning was like something also noble, because like you're giving your time to help like third world countries, etc. And then Bitcoin came, and that was how you actually joined to Bitcoin. Actually, it's very funny when you're saying you thought Bitcoin is a scam. Till now, I believe Bitcoin is a scam. Me, myself.
Oh,
Why?
really?
Yes. Because I joined crypto playing World of Warcraft 2009, and we used to boost people who doesn't have PayPal, because there is not till today, even there's not even enough payment gateways. Maybe now there are some e-banks, but yet they're not open for the teenagers.
Exactly.
So either they pay with PayPal or they find this Bitcoin thingy.
Yeah.
But we were using it in the right way, which was a currency. What I don't like now, that everyone trying to see Bitcoin as a store of value.
As an asset.
Exactly. If I'm going to use Bitcoin as an asset, so I'm going to use fiat to spend every day.
Yeah.
So again, we didn't solve anything.
Yeah.
At all. You just made a new asset class to become stored in your bag, the same as gold, silver, whatsoever. And no, this is not this is the biggest problem for the mass adoption.
Yeah.
This industry, people on top of it, that they want to leverage trading and pump and dump the big market and all this. They're the one creating this, and they're the one killing, in my opinion, what crypto made for. I mean, Bitcoin made to remove the counterparty. So that's what made. It means it made as a currency, not as a store of value.
Okay.
Right?
It should be in a moving, status,
Exactly.
right? As a payment to moving from people to people, but not just store as
I sit with people.
treasury.
I have like 50 Bitcoin. I have 10 Bitcoin, and then when they pay with dollar. I'm like, dude, this is not what We need to evolve to get this mass adoption.
Yeah.
So you told me you joined to, now you left this industry and then you joined to crypto.
Yeah.
What did you do right away? PancakeSwap?
No, it's join because
so
I'm
you're a Binance also.
I'm the founding member of Binance charity.
Oh,
because of the
I donated several times. Times.
Yeah, because of the our experience in Africa. So at that time, Binance has the intention to build the charity foundation, and somehow we know the leadership team at that time, and say whether you are willing to join us, building the charity foundation, and say let's have a try. So it's it's a pretty quick decision. I think that's also very impacted me a lot. I think how come because the funds we're talking about is not small. At that time I think at least we're looking at investing 10 million or even higher funds to the charity foundation. I thought such a strong commitment, but the decision is made quite quickly. So they have a very strong commitment in this charity industries, and we can help more people in every countries. Because I've been here, I've been in Africa for years at that time, and I know I saw the children, I saw the people there. So I think if I can help, and why not? And then let's do that. So that's kind of the beginning of the whole journey. Yeah.
I mean, Binance Charity, it was really. At that time we didn't have so many companies and products, and so Binance Charity was like one of the shining stars among the main players in this industry, and then so you joined to Binance Charity, and how did you lead up now to tell us this journey till you became chef of Pancake?
Yeah, that's a really long journey. Just if I right now recall
you can
everything,
summarize whatever.
Yeah, everything back. When we decided to do the charity, one of the things, as you mentioned, Bitcoin or the crypto should be used as a payment in a way, or to give values to people. That's also one of the intention when we set up the charity foundation, because I have been working in Africa for years already at the time. I know and also have I know many organizations, international organizations, they have kind of branches, or they have base in different African countries, and also give donations in different way or in different format to the African countries, to the local charities. But I think one of the issue at that time is there's a lot of intermediaries, a lot of middlemen, because if I'm an international organization, I need to have a local base to help me to do the execution, and the money will be flow from the top level to the to the local organizations in many with many middlemen in between. So I think at that time I think why we can just create the wallet for each of the end beneficiaries, and in either the BNB or at that time or Bitcoin, any other cryptocurrency can be directly deposited to their wallet, and then they can use this token to buy foods, to provide the foods to kids, etc. So that's also one of the original intention why we want to do this. It's kind of charity foundation empowered by blockchain, empowered by Web3. at that time. And I joined there, and then because I'm in order to do the execution, the charity project execution, you need to be based in Africa. So I'm kind of in back to 2018. I think I spent 9 months time in Uganda, because I need to visit different schools, working together with government, different agencies to talk about how we pick up the school. I even go to many schools. I still have a lot of pictures around that. And then at that time, Binance has a separate exchange platform called Binance Uganda. I guess it's the first.
This is the first time I know.
Yeah,
this.
it's the first. I think it's the first separate exchange platform. It was designed to have fiat gateway, because at that time I think Binance the .com does not have a direct fiat gateway. So Binance Uganda is the first exchange that trying to have a building the fiat gateway to enable the users can direct deposit fiat into the crypto exchange. So because I'm kind of based there, and Uganda at that time to many crypto people is a little bit far away. And so I think, at that time, the Binance team say, hey, why you guys, since you're based there, why you guys just come here to help us to manage that? So that's kind of the first time I step into the commercial side of the crypto. So say how the crypto, how the exchange works, the liquidity, how to enable or empower.
So you start understanding DeFi.
Yeah. Okay. So and this to try to understand. And then several years we noticed that this does not work, because the liquidity is very limited. It's very hard to have full functional or running exchange only for one country. And we noticed that this model does not work, and we're thinking what model will be a workable solution, and see how we can or whether we can make a kind of Africa-wise exchange only for this continent. And then normally if you want to do certain business in Africa, you should go to Nigeria or South Africa. So we go to Nigeria and talk to the local fiat gateway, say hey, whether we want to have a build regional exchange, and we're talking to the fiat gateways, and then we trying to build a separate one. And then there are some ideas pump up, say why we just does not directly build the fiat owner channels to the Binance.com directly, not in a separate one. So that's kind of the beginning of the Binance fiat business. And then I gradually move into the fiat business and leading the fiat business for some times, and then the whole organization become bigger. We have different regionals, and since I'm based in Africa for many times, I'm leading Africa region for Binance, for 3 years. And then at that time, and after that, it's been a very long journey in CX already, 6 years, and since it might be the right time to even go closer to DeFi, right? To the whole crypto, the core of the crypto industry. So then I say, I want to see what kind of DeFi protocols I can try. And then PancakeSwap came to my view, and that's how I, became the head of PancakeSwap.
That's really, see, a part of this show, here's it's an open show. There is no prepared questions as you
Exactly.
know.
Exactly.
So it's good. I want people to see that this industry, we have people with education. We have people that they actually seen a lot. Because, people in meme, yes, we all love meme, but it doesn't build for a longevity. Today, and we are seeing it today. People in meme, they cannot survive. Even utility people are not able to survive. Who's able to survive? People with education, and do you know how to? Because education and life experience will always help you to crack what is next, or even to create what is next if it's required.
Exactly.
So today we have PancakeSwap, and we want to know more for the audience now. What is PancakeSwap? And then we start asking what updates you guys are putting to people, because DeFi, it's always need to be fast, else people do you want to find a new protocol, do you want to find something to do? So tell us more. What is PancakeSwap first?
Yeah, PancakeSwap is an automated market maker DEX. Has been started since 5 years ago, and I think automated market maker model is a very big innovation in the last DeFi summer. Starting from Uniswap, right? And then PancakeSwap is the first AMM DEX on BNB chain, and right now it's still the biggest one on BNB chain. Also, on trading volume side, we're actually the biggest one across all chains. And then since I stepped in, I have been, in the CEO role for 1.5 years already. Since I stepped in, actually I noticed, Pancakes, so actually we provide a lot of product, not only AM and DEX, we have perpetual trading, so we have predictions, we have lotteries, we even have, NFTs.
See, I know about lotteries. I don't know about lotteries from long time ago. It's been there, but I didn't even know that you have prediction.
Yeah, we have a very small prediction, that you can predict the BNB price for every minute, every 5 minutes. So it's, for us, I guess, it's more like a trial. It's more like a test for us whether, such a small, product will attract users' attention. So, when I step in, I noticed there's a many more products, Pancakes provided. If you go to our, old website, you can see more than 10 products we're providing. Yeah. So, since I step in, the first thing I did is I look at the data. I still noticed 90% of the business, the revenue, the trading volume is still coming from the AMM DAX, and then we provide many product, but not all of them, are working or functional one. So I started to remove some of them. I removed NFT and removed the gameplays, and also, we received a lot of, complaint or not complaint or conversation, on NFT, because NFT is very, has attract a lot of, attention from the community, and also have a lot of.
I used to have an NFT.
Yeah, the bunny, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know why. It was really. Coming to this point, the type of community in BNB chain, they are like more OGs than other chains, right?
Yeah.
And we are all having this. The bunny was a part of like our identity, but then yes, PancakeSwap not taking care of it, or not like looking at it now as before, even because they think because NFT is no longer there. But for us, it was not really much as an NFT as it was a part of our culture.
Yeah, I agree that, and I appreciate you give your feedback, because it's a very tough decision. I even until today we still receive a lot of conversations from community. Hey, chef, this is not right way, because we this kind of the connection between us and PancakeSwap, and also we're using previously we do give a lot of benefit to the NFT holders. I know it's tough, and also we have a lot of debate internally as well. Say whether we should remove this, whether we should be more data driven. But I still believe DeFi in such a fast changing swift action, everything is changing so fast. Industry, we need to respond
Adapt
quickly, right? So I look at the data. The problem is this business does not give us contribution as a business, as a commercial DApp business. So I still made the call that we remove that, and we focus on our energy, our technical resources to the product where most of our users are stick to contribute the volumes and profit. Because for me, DeFi or anything, it's the nature still is kind of a company organization. We need to make it as a sustainable business first, and then we have enough confidence foundation to do other innovations together. Yeah.
Okay. Now I have something I remembered, which is an issue always for me.
Yeah.
I don't like version 2. I really don't like it. But the problem, 99 of launch pads, by default, they got stuck to version 2. And I believe version 2, the way it's designed, it's a bit hard because it's always increasing the TVL, some point to a crazy limit.
Yeah.
And of course, back in the days, that was amazing because you need a bigger TVL for the safety of the retailers. Today, no, because everything is linked to high volatility. So if you have a high TVL, the chart is not moving.
Yeah.
Right? And you're giving even for the snipers a very good exit because they can just take the liquidity at some point and pull without losing anything.
Exactly.
But you have also V2, you have V3, you have USD1 pool, right?
Yeah.
What else do you have pools?
Yeah, we have right now on AMM DAX side we have V2, V3, and also we have Infinity, which kind of
USD1, right?
Infinity is kind of version 4, with more customized function as hooks, etc. Yeah, I totally agree. But from data, if still go back to the data, until today, V3 contribute most of the users and volumes. V2, I think the problem for V2 is there's a lot of scam tokens.
Yes.
If you go to the different data platform, you will notice the data of the trading volumes on DAX is huge different. If you go to DeFi Llama, if you go to CMC, if you go to CoinGecko, the data of the DAX is the key difference is from version 2. Because for CoinGecko, they kind of screen out most of the pools on version 2 because this is kind of scam tokens, but on business side is still V3 pool contribute most on reading on volumes and users most.
Because the volume is way bigger, but the protocols are building maybe this is my kind of opinion as well. If anyone building any new product, actually it's a good point we came here, because I know many people want to build products, right? PancakeSwap, maybe at some point they need to make like onboarding process. So you at least tell people, okay, if you want to make contracts, we have V3, because all the new contracts, they're coming as a V2, right? Because they don't really do too much of research, and you don't know too much difference and what is good, what is bad. I mean, to have all the options can help them. So coming to this point, we say hi to 4Meme, because they contributed a lot to PancakeSwap as well.
Yeah.
I mean, many people came and they start launching and that as well apart.
Yeah.
Before in the past, you had this, I don't know if you remember it or not, we had this competition for projects and PancakeSwap, and the one who wins, they're going to have the syrup and all these things. Is that still available?
Yeah, it's still available.
Okay.
Syrup is still a very powerful tool for us to partner with more
Tell us
projects
more
together.
about it, because many projects, trust me, they don't know about this.
Yes, Syrup is basically users can deposit cake to get the other project's token, and also right now apart from Syrup, there's multiple products that Pancakes are provided to interact with DeFi project. The first step is CakePad, which is kind of launch pool on chain launch pool. The project can raise funds via the CakePad, and the cake holders can kind of lock their cake and then to gain a certain quota of the new tokens. And once we have the launch pool, the second thing normally is the Syrup pool. We can collaborate with the project to, they can set certain tokens or like a small percentage. It's not very high, a very small percentage of token to the pool that the users can stake cake and get a certain quota. And the third thing is the trading competition to help them to gain more user activities. Yeah. This kind of would be normally the 3 steps for the collaboration between PancakeSwap and the different projects.
How can they reach you?
Sorry?
How can projects reach to PancakeSwap?
Oh yeah, you can reach out to our Twitter at PancakeSwap, or reach out myself at Twitter as well. Yeah, contact us.
Okay, so the guys, she just said that you can just DM PancakeSwap and you can DM right away, because till today I'm having this. People coming to me, I don't know why, they think like I'm the CEO of BNB Chain. Dude, I don't know. Elja,
because you're too famous, guys.
No, because it's really hard. Like they ask me, do you know someone in Pancake? Please, we are a new project. Can you connect every day? So yes, I mean, having a channel is very important. So guys, she just, we will share her all handles, so go spam.
Yeah.
So we want to say, because as well, when we say PancakeSwap, we only say BNB Chain. But as far as I know, PancakeSwap is even. So tell us about this, because people don't know this.
Yeah, PancakeSwap, is a multi-chain, DEX, and also I guess it's not only many people think we're only on BNB, but actually so far as today we have been supporting 10 BNB chains, and also
10 chains.
Yeah, 10 chains like Base, Arbitrum, Solana, kind of Polygon, all the other chains were.
I only knew about Ethereum.
Yes.
And maybe Solana, but I didn't know about even Arbitrum. I didn't know about Base. I didn't know about all this.
PancakeSwap today is the second biggest DEX on Base.
Really?
Apart from airdrop, yeah. We bypass, we have been, we're taking around 27% of the market share on Base.
Really?
Yeah. I guess there's the reason a lot of people, think how, they only look at the total number of the PancakeSwap, right? We're kind of, handling several billings, every day on trading volumes, and they assume most of the volumes coming from BNB. Yes, today still BNB is still the main, home chain for us and contribute to most of the volumes. But we're kind of trying to gain more presence on the other chains, and also that's also one of my strategies, because since I stepped in, since I stepped in 1.5 years ago, we already support 8 chains. But when I'm looking at data, 90% of the volumes are used from BNB chain. Well, in my understanding or in my definition, multi-chain protocol does not mean you have access to that chain. You need to have certain presence. You need to grab market shares.
100%.
Yeah, so
that's why I don't know about it.
Yeah, so definitely, we support this chain, but we only hold 1% or even 0.2% of the market share of the trading volumes. That does not access, right? That's not real business.
I mean, today you might be your biggest revenue coming from BNB chain, not because it's just the BNB chain, because you didn't focus on pushing like one like me. I didn't even know it's in Base, for an example.
Yeah, we're pretty.
So you're
big
losing,
already.
you're losing a user base here because the information is not with me. I mean, when I say with me, not Elja, I mean the community in base as well.
Yeah.
So yes, I would rather use PancakeSwap because this is what I know. It's
Oh.
older than most of them.
Yeah. You try it. We are and also very confident that we can get more market share there, and we are targeting the number one.
That's really amazing. This is not an alpha. This sounds an alpha, but it's an old information.
Yeah.
So today, people are holding cake. I mean, I know many people myself are complaining a lot about cake price, etc., but they don't know. I mean, it's very well distributed. I mean, if it's really stored with one key or two key, then it's easy to pump. But it's really well distributed, and that's the reason. It's not like gonna pump by crazy. But what are today utility of holding cake? That in mid long term, I know that okay, there are some utilities can go buy back the token whatsoever. So can you speak a little bit about this part?
Yeah. Even about the cake price, we can touch a little bit as well.
Sure.
Well, in this middle of the I think in the April or May, we have a major upgrade of the tokenomics.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we cut 0.5%, kind of around 50% of the cake emission, and also we remove, the cake stake, the whole, staking system. For sure, there's user our complaint because if you remove the whole staking system, it's kind of people ask what's the point of myself holding a cake, right? There's no use case because previously if I hold cake, I can stake to gain certain APY, and also I can kind of vote and also I can go to subDAO to have more use case. But why we remove that? Because I'm a very data-driven guy. So the first thing I step in, I look at all the data in a very deep level. So when I look at the whole cake emission, data, we notice there's a kind of around 50% of cake emission goes to the subDAO. Well, when we're working together with the subDAO players in the first place, I guess definitely we have good intention together. But gradually, the people, the subDAO has their own business, and the people will go there to stake their cake there directly, but they do not, guide our cake emission to the right pools where they can contribute more TVLs, trading volumes to cake, but they are guiding these, cake emissions to their own pools, but normally they do not contribute too much, on cake's core business. That's the reason why I think, I do see there's no value for cake, protocols. Maybe it's, reasonable for them, but it's not reasonable for me, as the CEO of this business. So I say, guys, we need to change that. We definitely need to change that because by changing that, we can just cut 50% directly of the emission. Cutting emission is always a good thing for the community, right? Because we're kind of cutting the total supply, and also we're pretty confident even with the only after 50% of emission, we're pretty okay to holding the 80% or even to 90% of trading volumes, and also to make sure we can have gradually move the whole cake token into a healthy deflation status. So that's the thing I think that's the right move. Even though we expect a lot of fight back, a lot of conversations happening on social media, but guys, this a tough decision, but we need to do that, and hopefully, and then fortunately, it's solved successfully with all the subDAO players. They're very they are very supportive. Vote. I think 98% of yes voting at that time. So I do see their voice are staying together with us.
So at the end, it's a DAO, so it's a governance. So if the majority voted, it means they want it, right?
But there's a lot of conversation. We do. We firstly submit a kind of discussion proposal. Yeah, to test the water of the community, and there's a lot of feedback. And then I started to have the direct conversation with each of the subDAO. Say, hey guys, let's talk about it. And I told them why I do that and what's the reason behind that. I know it's hurting, and also we pay money to compensate their users, holding their token because definitely their token will be impacted. But these conversations, I kind of taking, not in front of everybody, but we do have a very clear plan how we're going to communicate with them, how we're going to proceed, what's the timeline. We do have a very detailed plan before we propose it. And then it's, solved, very, successfully. And because of the teams, because of the whole team's execution, the commitment and also the vision together.
Honestly, I've never seen, like, in my kind of opinion, the most emotional community are cake holders. they're really emotional as hell. Like I know them from the past. For them, they treat cake as like it's my company. You know, everyone is like that, which is good actually. We don't see it.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't see this in the space, huh?
Yeah, it's good thing. It's kind of, they're because they are cake believer.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, cake is kind of actually it's the only one protocol that I still see in DeFi market. We still have a very strong original, believer together. Because it kind of
100%.
coming from 5 years ago. It's not, they just joined the DeFi sector.
In my kind of opinion, PancakeSwap was the first degeneratic DEX.
Yeah.
When the time no one even understood what does it mean to have a meme, to have to be like called like chef, to be called like a bunny. It was not there. I mean, we had like some protocols, but not the vibe as today's. It's normal. In the past, that's why I think here were the emotions but no, they fight a lot. Like I'm in some of groups in Telegram, and when they fight, they fight.
Yeah.
And even everyone with his NFT picture till today, they're putting the money. I'm like, dude, it's finished. خلاص.
Yeah, I'm also touched by them. Even they are, maybe complaining, but this is because they care. They care and they complain. If they don't care, they can just go and leave.
And leave.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. They complain, they're talking about it, they criticize the team because they care and their money is sitting with us. That's the most important. They still vote by their feet, by their money. So they're still standing together with me, just that they're trying to push us to move to the right direction. So, this direct, conversations, complaint, we fully received. I'm fully aware of this. And also that's the reason why I'm taking interviews to have AMAs, trying to have a more direct conversation with our communities, because I want to explain a little bit why or how I think in the whole way, why I make this decision, why we change the tokenomics, why we remove certain product, why we initiate a partnership with Binance Wallet, why we take this kind of decision for a new product. I want to make sure we're on the same page. Communication is important. They just care because they complain because they don't know why. And then let's explain to them why I do that, why I make the call for that.
No, in crypto it's fine. They complain because they want to complain. It's,
exactly.
Without even knowing why sometimes. So here, there are many people that come to me as well, and they're building products.
Yeah.
And they always want to have, have you ever thought in PancakeSwap, like a small part of incubation for these? Because at the end they are tools and they're all helping DeFi space, right? And their help is your gain as well, because at the end, maybe you have users coming to you, you have transaction fees, or even maybe shared commission if it came to this level. Are you guys opening to this door or never?
Yeah, exactly. We're definitely open for that, because as I think right now until today, we in 2025 until the end of November, PancakeSwap has handled more than 1,000 billion US dollars in trading volumes in this single 11 months time. This is a huge number. It's kind of 5x of the previous year. For sure, it's because of the DeFi, another round of DeFi summer, right, of this year. But also we are more confident that we have the whole team, the platform has the capacity to handle such volumes and users without major or big surprise or big issues for us. So we're more confident that we can make this platform as a more open system, using our user base, using our technical capability, using our reputation, using our community, in the past 5 years to make it more open to helping more project in the future. And the first thing is, we're looking at, which is quite, hot recently, is prediction. Because as when we as I mentioned, we have a small prediction product. This product really surprised me a lot. So I'm originally, when I'm looking at the whole different data from the product, I keep the prediction. I do not remove it because the user base is not that big, to be very honest. But the volumes and the revenue contribution is quite big, it's quite strong, and it's quite stable. It's not very attached to the market condition thing. So that means there's a user's need there. That's the reason why we keep it. And right now we are thinking whether we are thinking to incubate a separate prediction market together. With the other.
And you link it to PancakeSwap.
Not directly linked, okay. Because we can provide technical infrastructure support and give them certain resources in the ecosystem as well. But it will be a separate product.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, Chef, any more things you want to say, or You covered all the points.
Yeah, all the point. I appreciate the opportunity you gave me to speaking with all your audience. I know it's the responsibility on my shoulder is not that easy.
True.
And
Your community is not that easy.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay for me, guys. I'm a tough woman. So it's I'm happy. I welcome
She's
all the comments.
baby hui, guys. So
welcome all the comments. Welcome all the advice.
Also, I like Wan Chen from Trust Wallet.
Yeah.
Now I added you to my liking list because you have that strength in your eyes and you're focused.
Thank you so
You
much.
don't find this too much in this industry.
Yeah.
Guys,
I will do that.
thank you. She's chef. She's the CEO of PancakeSwap, one of the oldest lovable dexes on Web3. Please be sure to follow them on X. Nothing here shared as a financial advice. Crypto, the chance to lose everything is almost 100%, but we join for the culture and we join to learn. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you after all these updates.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you,
Thank
Shisha.
you.
It's not just a room.
It's a room of Angjabon.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Lamborghini probably swerve out. Big shout out to Slaw. He got CC on the turn up. Baby, if your love